सहना भवतु सहनो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै. Welcome to this series, a new series on Upanishad. Welcome to this new series of Upanishad. Here we are going to talk about Upanishads. Why Upanishad? Upanishads, they have some hidden gems. If we know about them, then our spiritual journey, our social journey, our well-beings, our society will greatly benefit. So why not study these gems gifted to us humans, the humanity, by ancient rishis from Bharat, India. Let's try to understand those things. Why only Upanishads? Indian philosophy, the ancient Bharatiya Indian philosophy consisted of multiple books. Vedas are core or basis of all of the Indian philosophy. Now, the Vedas are written majority of the times metaphorically. They represent, they show the truth seen by those rishis, experienced by those rishis, in words that are not direct, that are not, I would say, not narrated to us, because Vedas are poems, and when a poet writes something, majority of the times it is not straightforward. It is kind of hidden or semi-hidden in those words. So, 4 Vedas, 3 of them, Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, are called Brahmajnana, the knowledge of Brahman. And Atharva Veda is the Veda, knowledge of society, of common people. So to understand what is written in those Vedas, rishis created Upanishads. There are many different meanings of the word Upanishad, because in Sanskrit a word has many different meanings, and we have to look the context and try to understand what that word could mean. So Upanishad, in one definition, it is said that the knowledge that destroys sins and brings us closer to Atman, our soul. It is Upanishad. Somewhere Upanishad is defined as those words which conceal the essence of religion. I would not use the word religion because the original word is dharma. Dharma is loosely translated as religion, but it is not religion. It is more of our social, our personal, our family, or even our religious duties, our political duties. So all these, whatever we do as a person, what we are destined to do is something different, but what skills we have and how we apply and how we become a better human being for the welfare or well-being of our family, our society, our countries, and overall humanity. That's what dharma is. So Upanishads, they conceal Again, remember, Upanishad show Vedas in simple lights. But again, they try to conceal the dharma, I wouldn't use religion, the dharma in some subtle way. So that's one definition. At some place, people have defined Upanishad as something which allows you to experience Brahman. That's Upanishad. So there are many different meanings. One general or colloquial meaning or definition is those things, those words that rishis or gurus use to teach students about mysteries of Vedas. That is Upanishad. Now let's try to understand when those Upanishads were written. Popular belief is there are 108 Upanishads. There is an Upanishad called Muktiko Upanishad. That Upanishad mentions the names of 108 Upanishads. There is one belief that there are total 220 Upanishads. Some say there are 218 Upanishads. We won't go into much details of the names of all these Upanishads, but out of these 220 or 218 or 108, 11 Upanishads are of utmost importance. Why? Because Adi Shankaracharya, written commentary on 11 Upanishads out of all these. So that's why they are considered important. Those 11 Upanishads are Isha, kaTha, prashna, manDuka, maanDookya, taittiriya, aitareya, chhandogya, bruhadaaraNyaka, shvetaashvatara. Again, those important 11 Upanishads are Isha, kaTha, prashna, manDuka, maanDookya, taittiriya, aitareya, chhandogya, bruhadaaraNyaka, shvetaashvatara. It is said that every Hindu, every Vedantin, Upanishads are considered as Vedanta Sahitya, Vedanta literature. So every follower of Hinduism or Vedantic Dharma or Sanatana, eternal Dharma, must study Bhagavad Gita, one Purana out of 18, one Veda out of 4, and these 11 Upanishads to understand the real essence of Vedanta or Vedic or Hindu philosophy. And there are many different thoughts on when the Upanishads were created. I wouldn't say written because we don't have documentary evidences, but I would say when those Upanishads were written or created, there are many different beliefs based on the language, which is Sanskrit, but every language has seen different forms, has taken different form over the years. Similarly, Sanskrit used in all these Upanishads or Vedas can reveal when they would have been created. So one very learned person, Sri Rajnikant Shastri, has written in his book Vedic Sahitya Parishilan. It's a research document. He says that the Upanishads based on Samhita, it's a group of thoughts such as Ishavasya, Shiva Sankalpa, etc. Those Upanishads and the Upanishads which were taken from Shatapatha Brahmana. Again, one more group of thoughts or literature such as bruhadaaraNyaka or Gayatri Upanishad. Those, meaning these Upanishads, must have been created around 4533 years before Common Era, BCE. Lokmanya Tilak, which is a very well-known figure in freedom struggle of India, he was a learned person. He studied Vedas and tried to analyze the timeline of Vedas and Upanishads. According to him, Maitreya Upanishad, in this Upanishad, he found evidence of timeline. And according to him, Maitreya Upanishad was created around 1880 to 1680 before Common Era, BCE 1880 or 1680. Between that time, the Maitreya Upanishad was created. And all the rest of the Upanishads, people say that they have been created between some 7,000 years ago to some 800,000 years ago. So around 5000 BCE to 1100, 1200 CE. That's the time frame of all the 220 Upanishads. We'll try to study 108 Upanishads, and we'll start with the collection of Upanishads known as Jnana Khanda, Jnana, knowledge, volume of knowledge. There are many Upanishads. Those 11 major Upanishads are also contained in this volume. So we'll start studying all those. And I am looking forward to your comments, your questions, and even answers, because I am also a seeker. I don't have all the answers. So let's try to explore those questions together. Namaste.